And let's start doing 3 Om together. Om. Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chaksharamilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And now inhale, go into your heart and visualize Guruji. And exhale, surrender, bow down. And this sloka, Guru Stotram, it's always a nice reminder. It means let the Guru, salutations to the Guru, let him open my eyes with the collyrium of knowledge. So knowledge is also necessary. We need first love, so that we are not too proud when knowledge comes. But when love is there, the basis of love, foundation of love, then we can add knowledge into that. It's Ganga, Yamuna meeting, and then wisdom comes, Saraswati comes from this meeting of these two beautiful energies. So keep being in your heart and keep feeling surrendered and open up. And today I wanted to talk about a following subject: when the journey begins, the path clearly appears. So what does that mean? If you are confused in whatever you work, your life, your spiritual path, is that you did not commit fully. Your path did not really begin. Your journey did not begin really. Because it begins when you commit with everything. And we know we don't have much time. So we have to commit into a direction. And when you clearly know what you want, then you will see naturally the means to get that, the means to reach there are just appearing to you. As long as you are not identified to that, like, I don't know, you want to be a devotee, is not happening. Even a follower is not fully happening, or whatever. This identification to what we want to do while being detached. It's like being in an office. You took a job and actually you are just there confused. You don't know what to do. It's same when we don't commit. When you commit to something, and it's like going to a job, when you sign a contract, someone is saying, okay, this is what you have to do, and you are fully committed and passionate, and you go there with happiness. Let's suppose this happens, that some people are having a job in which they are happy. But in general, if you have some obstacles, just see in yourself, do you really want that? Do you really want that job? Do you really want that relationship? Because if you don't commit fully in everything, we don't have fully the results, and we are confused. We don't know where we are anymore. And it's valid for you, whoever are devotees of teachers. Of course, you can also see that in your job. But we see very clearly for us, if you took a responsibility on chanting organizer, but you don't organize any on chanting. You are an Atma Kriya Yoga teacher, but you don't teach anything. You are a Bhagavad Gita teacher, whatever. So it means there is something that it's not fully understood. Because I tell you, when you commit fully, you have such a joy to just go and spread outside. It just happens. It happens naturally. So this is why we say it's like when the disciple is ready, the Guru appears. And when your journey clarifies itself, begins really, then automatically the path is you just see clearly where you are going and all the steps you have to do. Same for Arjuna. If you see, after the chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita, which we talked some satsangs before. You can find that on YouTube. And I will definitely share with you the links again of the playlist of Bhagavad Gita. So if you see what happens to him. So first chapter, he is lamenting, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, and we all have so many excuses. This is our life. It's too hard for me, it's too hard for us to do that. I cannot go and say no to my boss, to my family, change this. And at one point he's like so confused, and he just realizes he cannot go on more with that, and he surrenders. He say, I don't know how to do, please Krishna, tell me. And then Lord Krishna comes and reveals him how to do the next steps. And he even smiles because it's the moment when Arjuna commits. So same for everything. The moment you are ready, you will just see everything comes to you. And I tell you, whatever you want, money, health, relationships, everything from one day to another day, it can shift fully. These last days I have so much work at home, and I cannot go out and do some things. And I said, okay, how I will do? Someone just calls me, says, I have my child, I want this education, can you just give him some classes? I'm ready. And the person just said, just go in Paris, meet my daughter, get an envelope of money and start. And I was there, wow, this is really too fast. But because I was committed to find solutions, I was committed. I know it's difficult for all of us, spiritual path, with our job, with our family life, and I'm still coming and going from my house to the ashram. I'm one of the Swaminis who is still taking care of some things in the daily life. I don't know for how long, but Guruji still let me do that. Maybe to understand everyone's life, because when we are in an ashram, everything, of course, there is a routine. It's very hard. You have to follow that. It's a discipline. But when you are in a daily life and you are a student, for example, like Atita Gamanadasi, you are still a student. You have to tell us about you. Maybe you can introduce yourself before the earth meditation. And when you are whatever, it's like so not always easy, right? To just like cope with everything, and you have to do everything perfectly. You don't have the choice to just fly around and finally the good grades will just come in your notebook. No, it's not like this. And the teachers are not making you any gift, if you're not there to learn what they give you. So same wherever you are, just see how you can improve and see if you are clear what you want. Don't just wake up and say, oh, this is not fine, I don't like this. No, how can you change that? See if you can want something else, if you can change your understanding and your direction. And the moment when you choose what really suits you, and Guruji is always asking, when you come with a question, he says, what do you want? What do you want? What do you feel in your heart? Is this making you happy? Is this really making you happy in your life? Then it's okay for you. Don't wait for me to give you answers. And we all know Guruji is not someone who is giving answers all the time. Unless something is very urgent, yes, he will be there. And he's always there, but he will be there writing for us because he knows that we really need it at that time, if it's really emergency. But when he sees that we can see the answers in ourselves, we can be more responsible, we can improve at so many levels, but we don't want, maybe because of X reasons, and one can be comfort zone, laziness, not putting some efforts into that, not balancing your life. If you have a job and you have to be there, if you have to earn money, be responsible. If you have to do a spiritual duty, be responsible. And we are challenged on the spiritual path and in the daily life. We cannot just stay and do nothing unless we are somewhere in Himalaya. Some people just bring us food, but I tell you, even there you will want to clean the dust, you will want to do something. It's impossible to just stay without acting. This is also in Bhagavad Gita. We will start Bhagavad Gita again. And just write in the comments on the chat if you want to start it. It's amazing. It's an amazing journey to improve each other. And we can do small sessions, like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, read a sloka, put it into practice. See how that is resonating in your life. And I tell you, if when you start Bhagavad Gita with the purpose that you want to know yourself, you want to see more clearly, you will see exactly like Guruji's Satsangs, you will receive answers exactly for what you live in the present moment, in the everyday life. Okay, so let's go into our heart. Check your mics. Some people are having their mics open. And let's go into our heart. So now, fix your intention for today. Whatever you want to achieve. We were saying that the Shiva principle, Shiva Tattva energy is very strong to help you, to move you, to remove the old patterns. It's really a purifying, strong energy. And Guruji is expressing that as well. Here we are talking about him. And go into your heart and visualize him being a little bit strict with you, because this is how he is in Shivaratri. When Shiva aspect is coming into him, you will not see him very tender. You will see him more challenging. See him and see what he would like you to do, and see what do you want. Inhale deeply, exhale, surrender at his feet. Set your intention for today's program. What do we want? And let's all commit until next week that we will move something. From Monday onwards until next Sunday, let's move something in our life with our effort, intention. Then the spiritual energy, spiritual grace will do the rest. But just see what you want, clarify yourself. Find your way, meditate, write on a paper. Do I want this? Do I want that? What do I really want? And let's talk about this next Sunday together. Let's have also a talk session. I will write that, so we'll have some minutes to share about this, how we made it happen, how it made it happen ourselves, and of course how the miracle of life made it happen for us. What are the miracles we had, magic that happened in our life that just made things unfold as we want. Beautiful. Inhale once more. Exhale, surrender. At the same time, give yourself a lot of love. It's okay. It's not about feeling guilty. It's okay. It's about taking new decisions, seeing more clearly in yourself. Everything is fine. You know that Lord Shiva energy, it's also about opening your third eye. So when you look at the lingams, they can help you to see more clearly. That is an energy which can make you see more clearly. So take that into account as well. Super. Inhale deeply, exhale, let go. And let's all feel like a family right now. Just visualize we are all together like a beautiful family. Holding hands, feeling equal. It's okay. Everyone has something to improve. It's all fine. It's positive. We have the lingams with us. All these beautiful murtis that are empowering us. And visualize we are all together, virtual Sangha. Bring more people and let us know so that we can also start some beginners programs with them. Let's shower this energy all over the world. And start visualizing Mother Earth in between us. Let's prepare inside to all celebrate this moment with Earth meditation. With Aditya Gamanadasi, who will tell you something about her. She's always there. But we don't know much about her, so let's also let her introduce herself. and what she does, and how is her life. I mean, so many hosts are here. They're always here. We don't know how they make it, but they support us so much. Thank you. So let's all do Earth meditation. Jagudev.